G'day everyone, and welcome to Griffinix Tabletop Miniatures. Welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are new, please don't forget to subscribe! And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all content released here on this channel. Now, I really appreciate you doing that, and if you like it, don't forget to give it a like. That really helps us out. Thanks. Now on with the video. In this video, we'll be checking out something rather special. Sharpe's rifles. Richard Sharpe, the Legend Collection. Richard Sharpe, 1809. Now, those of you who are familiar with the channel will know that I'm quite a fan of Sharpe and of Sean Bean as an actor, and I thought his portrayal in that was brilliant, and it was a lot of fun back in the day when that was on the screen. Now, I myself have a collection that I can watch whenever I like, which is nice. But most importantly, this model, let's check it out, and I can explain what I'm going to use it for. And here's the box. Now let's turn it around. Bastards! It says at the top here, kicking off the officially licensed Sharpe's Rifles game and hard plastic range, we have the iconic Lieutenant Richard Sharpe as he would have been in January 1809 during the events of Sharpe's Rifles. Yes. Now, he's very cool, and you get the opportunity to make either a 28mm version of him from the show, the television series, as Sean Bean. But then you also have another option over here, which is more akin to the book variant. So if that's what you're into, you can make that. And then you also get this, I believe it's a 54mm. Yes, it says it up here. 54mm miniature. Now, I intend to use this in my games of Silver Bayonet. So I'm thinking that the bigger Sean, as was discussed on Jugs the podcast, between Louise Sturgeon, Chris Peach, and I always forget the other guy's name. Fuck. The Honest Wargamer. I've forgotten his actual name. Anyway, those three, they were discussing how these could possibly be used as statues in the game. Something that they come across, a whole bunch of statues of the team and whatever. Either way, I thought that would be really cool. Make a custom little campaign around that. Yeah. Now, these are made by Wargames Atlantic, which are the same ones that made the plastic box of riflemen, British riflemen, that I actually used to kit bash my own Sharpe, similarly to Chris Peach from Peachy Tips. I'm sure other people have done it as well, but he was the one that inspired me, so I'll mention him here. Anyway, let's have a look at the miniature in the box. It's just the one sprue, but it doesn't need to be much more than that. Actually, let's just set that aside there. All hail the bean, Sean. Anyway, let's have a look at that. Alrighty. Doesn't look too bad. I'll just sit down, lift this up, and do it this way. No, maybe not. Maybe not. I'll hold it up. Okay. So as you can see, you've got a large base up here. Now that's obviously for the 54mm guy. You can see his body, his rifle here. You can see his head, his arm. I believe that's part of his other arm. I think that goes over his butt on the side. Kind of does. Then you've got some options for how to build the 28mm variety. Now you've got the rifle in both hands, or you've got the rifle in one. You've got the sword in the other hand, and I think it's hard for me to tell, but I think 3A is Sean Bean, and I think 4A is the other one. I could be wrong, but that's just from looking at them. That's my guess, and it's hard to see on the camera, unfortunately. But yeah, you get that. They are very grey, and they don't pick up the detail very well on the camera. But these will be wonderful. Wonderful to build, wonderful to paint. Really looking forward to it. And to actually have a proper official Sean Bean miniature. Look, it even says down here, Sharpe's Rifles. WAABD001. Richard Sharpe, 1809. Now that's nice. Now it also says on the back of this box, when I read it earlier, we will be following the Sharpe box with similar frames for Harper, Patrick Harper, nice, Rifleman Harris, and other notable characters from Sharpe's Rifles. Now there's quite a few notable characters. I hope they bring in some of the other honourable guys and have them available. It would also be nice if they made more members of his rifle company, and if also, on top of that, if they started introducing, excuse me, some of the other characters, like some of his love interests, maybe, and even some of his enemies, like Simmerson and Obadiah. Yeah, be really cool to have some more of these based off the characters from the show, and therefore the the miniatures looking a little bit like the actors. That'd be really nice. Now, I'm really going to enjoy making this. This is a nice little special treat for myself. I'm really looking forward to it. I had to get this video out so that I can actually sit down and build the thing. Or things. Yeah, no, I'm really excited about this. Really looking forward to it. And getting him onto the table to play some Silver Bayonet games. Now, despite this, I feel a little guilty about the little Sean Bean that I made to play Sharpe. What am I going to do with him? I'll have to come up with something special. But still get used. He will not be wasted. Anyway, what do you think? Do you think this is a cool little model? Do you think it's a good idea that they're bringing out the Sharpe collection? Or the Legend collection, as they seem to be calling it? I think it's great. But, my opinion's not the only one out there, so I'd be interested to know what you think, and whether you think it's a cool looking model, what you might use it for if you were to have one, whether that be whatever game they've come up with for this, or whether it may be Sharpe's Practice, or some other game, or maybe you just want to get the miniature because it would look cool on your desk because you like Sean Bean or you like the show, whatever. Maybe you don't particularly care about playing these other games. Anyway, I think I'll leave that there. I thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. If you have any questions for me or for the channel or for
what I like to do in the hobby, anything at all. Please put that down in the comments below, and we can start having a conversation. And if you want to talk a little more, maybe share some inspirational images of our miniatures, our hobby, even our piles of shame, maybe our piles of opportunity, all of that fun stuff, I have a Discord. And I've started uploading a lot of my army's like miniatures. I've taken photos of them, and I've uploaded them on there. So if you'd like to check them out, feel free to do so. It should be up near the banner somewhere, I believe. Yeah, click the link, and I'll love to see you over there. And again, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. That would really help. Again, I thank you for watching today. I'll catch you in the next one.